Welcome back. Well, the Prime Minister has resisted calls to join an international coalition to fight the terrorist group Hamas. This is despite the French President proposing it alongside the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu overnight. Here's what Albanese had to say when he was asked about Emmanuel Macron's comments.
That's our priority, has been getting both people in Israel but also people in Gaza who want to leave, who are Australian citizens, out. We've also continued to emphasise the importance of humanitarian support for people in Gaza.
Let's bring in now Director of Strategic Analysis Australia, Michael Shoebridge. Michael, welcome to the program. Look, what did you make of that? Emmanuel Macron proposed having an international coalition to fight Hamas, just like there was an international coalition to fight ISIS. And when asked about it, Albanese says his priority is getting aid into Gaza and getting Australians home. What do you think of Albanese's response here, at odds with Macron, who was standing side by side with Israel?
Well, Sharri, I think there's two big things here. I think President Macron is making a fundamentally important point. The world has looked at Hamas in the wrong way. We thought that they may be more interested in governing Gaza than being the brutal terrorist outfit they have revealed themselves to be again, with the scale of mass murder and barbarity that looks like Islamic State at its worst back in 2016. And that mindset, to really understand what Hamas is what Macron was saying we all need to adopt. He's right. And then I look at the Prime Minister's comments. We're concerned about humanitarian assistance into Gaza. That's a worthy and good goal. We're concerned to get Australians out of trouble. Good for an Australian Prime Minister. But he's failed to confront the central problem, which is the barbarity and reach of Hamas, which has supporters around the world, including in Australia.
I mean, you look at the difference. Australia joined the fight against ISIS. As you say, it looks like Hamas, at least in these October 7 attacks, are ISIS at their worst. I don't need to repeat the brutality and the butchery. We all know what happened. But yet, what reason would Australia have for not wanting to fight the terror group Hamas like we did against ISIS? What's the difference here? As far as I can see, it's only that it's Israel, and Albanese has had a long anti-Israel position.
Well, Sharri, part of it, I think, is Israel is a very powerful state itself, and really they have been dealing with Hamas on their border for, since they started ruling back in 2007. But this problem is bigger than Israel. Hamas has a worldwide organisation of enablers and supporters. It's backed by Iran, and the level of barbarity that it inflicted not just on Israelis, but on Thais, on Europeans, and with the hostages it now holds, really is so resonant of Islamic State that took an international coalition to defeat, but it was defeated.